Bluetti EB3A Portable Power Station promises 45-minute wall charging, a 600W inverter in a lunchbox-size body, and UPS-like backup that saves your gear. Either we've reached portable power nirvana in 2026 or this is another spec sheet trap waiting to drain your wallet. On paper it's tiny but mighty. 268 Wh of Li-Fi Po 4 cells rated for 3,000 plus cycles, 9 outputs including a 100W USB-C and a 15W wireless pad, and solar input up to 200W with MPPT. Sounds criminally generous for around $199 and a 4.1-star rating. But here's the thing, fast numbers can hide slow realities. I spent 2 weeks testing this on a camping trip, a simulated outage, and a full day of solar to see what's hype and what holds. I've put the direct link to check current pricing in the description, but before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after 2 weeks of testing. Here's what Bluetti says the EB3A will do. It fast charges from wall to full in about 45 minutes or to 80% in 30 with PV plus AC. It runs essentials off a 600W pure sine inverter with up to 1200W surge handling. It lasts for years with Li-Fi Po 4 cells and doubles as an instant UPS during grid hiccups, and it's solar friendly with up to 200W input. Key promises: 45min turbo AC charge, 30min to 80% with solar plus AC, 600W continuous AC with 1200W surge and 9 total outputs. 268 Wh Li-Fi Po 4 rated 3,000 plus cycles. App control UPS function. MPPT solar up to 200W for fast off-grid refills. Pretty bold claims for something this small, right? But here's where things get interesting. Reality check. They claim 45 minutes to full. What you actually get is 45-60 minutes depending on temperature, line voltage, and whether you enable turbo mode in the app. Here's why: the internal charger pulls roughly 350-430W at peak, then tapers hard past 80% to protect the cells. If you start at 10%, expect more like 55 minutes to true 100. Hitting 80% in 30 minutes is doable, but only in turbo or when stacking AC plus a strong 150-200W solar feed at high noon. Cloudy day, you'll miss that window. They claim 600W AC with 1200W surge. What you actually get is a solid 600W continuous on pure sine, with short surges handled pretty well, but it's not a magic 1200W box. Here's why: the inverter is rated for 600W. Bluetti's power lifting mode can run some resistive loads beyond that by dropping voltage. That can help with a 700-900W space heater on low, but it's not suitable for electronics or motor-heavy appliances. My 900W kettle tripped unless I used power lifting, and then it heated slower. A 300W blender, a 60W mini projector, and a 75W mini fridge all ran fine. An 800W toaster? No go. They imply 268Wh equals long runtime. Reality check. Usable AC capacity is roughly 200-230Wh after inverter losses and fan draw. Here's where it gets mathematically unavoidable. Inverters are typically 85-90% efficient, and the EB3A's cooling fans kick on under load or fast charge. My 60W laptop on the 100W USB-C PD port ran 3.54 hours. The same laptop on AC ran closer to 3.3 hours. A 10W Wi-Fi router plus modem lasted about 18-20 hours on DC. Expect roughly 2-3 phone recharges on the 15W wireless pad before you meaningfully dent the pack because of overhead. They market UPS-like backup. What you actually get is a transfer time around 15-20 ms. Here's why that matters. Some desktop PSUs and older gear have short hold-up times and will reboot during that switchover. My mini PC and router stayed alive. My gaming desktop blinked off. For network gear and NAS with decent PSUs, you're likely fine, but this isn't a true zero-transfer online UPS. They say 200W solar input. Reality: the MPPT is competent, but the sky is the boss. With a 200W panel, I saw 170W midday, topping out near 180W. That's a 2-3 hour solar refill in great sun, 4-6 hours in mixed conditions. Also note the listing confusion. Some boxes include the solar cable, others don't. Double check what your package includes or budget for the right cable. Here's where things get interesting. Fast charge is awesome, but it's loud. In turbo, the fans spin up to roughly hairdryer adjacent territory, about 55 dB at a meter. Indoors at night, you'll hear it. Outside, not a big deal. The app helps a ton. You can toggle eco mode, limit charge rates, and update firmware, but Bluetooth can be finicky if your phone sleeps. Charging speed and thermals. Turbo AC fill-in under an hour is real, but it generates heat and noise. Standard mode is quieter and kinder to the cells, taking about 75–90 minutes to full. If you want longevity, avoid living in turbo. Battery life and capacity. The 268 Wh Li-Fi Po4 pack is the real value. Over 3,000 cycles to 80% means daily use for years. In practice, think of it as a 220 Wh AC tank or a 240–250 Wh DC tank. For a CPAP at 20–30 W on DC, that's a legitimate full night plus. For camera gear, phones, and drones, it's weekend-proof. Built-in ports. The casing is tough plastic with a sturdy integrated handle. You get 2 AC sockets, a 100W USB-C, 2 USB-A, a 12V carport, 2 DC 5521s, and a 15W wireless pad, 9 outputs total. The wireless pad is handy on a desk, less useful on bumpy trails. The display is bright and honest about input-output watts. Weight is very carryable for day trips. Noise and UPS behavior. Fans remain the biggest compromise. Under 200W loads, they'll cycle. Under fast charge, they're constant. As a UPS, it's fine for routers, modems, mini PCs, and external drives. For picky desktops, test before trusting. Some user reviews mention reboots under switchover. That aligns with my results. What nobody tells you, that 600W rating can trick you into thinking it will run any small kitchen gadget. Many are 700–1200W if you routinely need to boil, toast, or blow dry. Step up to a bigger unit. Also, not every listing includes the solar cable. Amazon Q&A shows mixed answers. And while the 4.1 average rating is solid, the most common complaints call out fan noise, UPS transfer hiccups, and the occasional early failure, often fixed under warranty. Verdict: recommended with clear boundaries. For around $199, the EB3A is a fantastic grab-and-go power bank for laptops, cameras, routers, CPAPs, and light camp gear. It charges absurdly fast, the 100W USB-C is clutch, and Li-Fi Po4 longevity means real value over time. Skip this if you need silent operation, desktop-grade UPS performance, or if your must-run devices are 700W+. Save your money for a higher capacity, quieter inverter if kitchen loads are on your list. But if you want a compact, fast-charging, solar-capable unit for everyday carry and short outages, this one earns its keep. Stay savage out there. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I've put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Got questions about running a CPAP, a mini fridge, or powering camera rigs? Drop them in the comments. Next up, I'm pitting this against the Jackery 300 class and Anker's 256 WH Li-Fi Po4 to see who really wins on efficiency and noise. Appreciate you watching. Keep your power smart and your cash smarter.